It's not my fault if I like fucking spinning that thing and a kid is watching me and then starts to gamble. Nah, with money. It's not my fault. Fuck these kids. Guys, I don't know. I think I said that. I don't know if I said it on stream or off stream, but it's actually scary how much my stream is about gambling. We have the item randomizer, which is always a different run. We have now the wheel. I let you guys gamble for the first item. We have flip coin heads or tails in chat. Literally, real life, in-game, in chat, everywhere is gambling, but not with you guys' money, which is good. Currency is cool. Yeah, that's what I said too. The problem about that is that you... no, I would never gamble like that on stream. I would never. And I already see like the problems with in-game currency gambling because it leads to also kind of think, yeah, gambling is good, and then people get maybe, how do I say it, like influenced for actual gamble with money. But I never gamble with money, and I would never stream it as well. And on our fun gambling here on stream, where you guys literally cannot use any money, where I use money but I can't win money. This is the thing. The only thing where money is involved is me giving you guys subs, and I can't win money. I mean, it's not easy really, because I don't want to be that guy that I don't want to advertise it, you know. But I still do think it is funny if you do it with in-game currency. But like this is a thing you can literally discuss for hours, because I can totally understand if someone tells me, dude, you're doing it with in-game currency, but hey, it's still gambling, and it could lead to people do something bad, you know? Oh, dude, to be honest, if someone picks up slots because they won 10k channel points in a stream, that's 0% on your end, 1% on them. No, it is not 100% on them, or it's not 0% on me, because I still did some sort of gambling, right? I mean, here's the thing, Twitch kind of does prediction, like gives us prediction, right? And that's not on me, that's an in-game. This is so hard. Like, then you could also argue like Twitch does it wrong too, with giving the opportunity for predictions. I don't know. The thing is, where I stop is money. When money is involved, where someone can win money. Like, I can, like, okay, there is money involved because I give you subs, guys, right? But I can't win it, and you can't win money. You just get emotes for a month, and that's it, right? And I think my line is just the whole, I do not want to advertise where you guys can lose money or win money, or I lose money or win money. Real money. If you think you have any blame on that, then with that logic, you can argue anything based on you doing anything work related on my subject. And you know what? Yes. Yes, because, and this is the thing. Like, okay, so here's another thing I'm gonna tell you guys. And this is not a thing where I have to do something because a rule tells me to. This is from a moral ethic standpoint. I could sit here and say things like drinking alcohol is good. Okay? And I can say that. It's my opinion and everything. But then if I also kind of live it to you guys, there's no role that I cannot talk about it and say things, right? But from a moral ethics standpoint, if people watch me because and get influenced into trying to drink, then that's on me. And obviously now drinking might be, okay, there is a rule, like you can only drink in Germany with 18, some things with 16, and in America is I think 21, right? It depends on the thing, but it's still on me as a content creator, I'm not an influencer, but you know what I mean? I kind of influence if you guys watch me and listen to me. That's on me. Someone cannot say, hey, you did this wrong because there's a rule and you can get banned or something. but someone can, or like a majority can think that from a moral from a moral point of view, it's my fault. And this is something you can discuss about for a very long time, because this is pretty subjective, because everyone has its own kind of point of view, right? Influence people need to make their own decisions and their own thoughts. Yes, but here's the thing. People, adults, yes. Kids, not. Kids are allowed on this website. The only thing I can make them to not watch is the 18 thing, right? Which I have. And then they just click the thing. And now you can say that's on the parents, but it's not only on the parents, it's also on me. Because I know kids can use this website. I know kids can watch me. Influence this generation of parents gave to influencers. They got so lazy with discipline and education. Their kids are now blaming random people on the internet for their negligence. No, this is wrong, Blockplot. People on the internet do influence kids. All of us got influenced because of shit in the internet. And if it's just that one streamer you watch, or 20 streamers, they all have the Shure microphone. So many people have this. I'm like, oh dude, I saw 20 streamers have this mic. I'm gonna get this one too. It's probably good because everyone has it. I got influenced. Obviously now, this is not something terrible. It's expensive, but it's not something terrible. It's a microphone, right? And I need a microphone. But that's where it starts with, like, where I already got influenced. So if I'm sitting here and saying, dude, I was like drinking that and here and this, and if it's just like a kid with 16 years old or 7 or 15, they are allowed on this website. Yes, I basically shouldn't be able to watch my stream, but there's the only Twitch thing we have is them. The Twitch, like if you click on my stream, it says, oh, the stream is on 18. Are you sure you want to watch that? And then they click, okay, like I got it, you know? So me as a streamer, I do influence. And I have to think about it. I agree for myself. What we do here is not bad thing. Using channel points, the wheel, the fucking guessing even in game. Like I lose money, but you can't win something, right? And I think this is all fun. But I think it's just okay to think about, is it okay, you know? And then discuss about it, right? Like, is it okay what we do or what I do? Basically, in this point. Teachers, friends, and your social media influence. The difference between children and adults when it comes to this is that adult can more often than not recognize when they are being influenced. No, actually not. I think the difference is, Arid, an adult is on its own, and an adult is still on you. Maybe feel a little bit responsible, guilty, but it's not your job to walk on eggshells all the time to protect people who were gonna get into trouble anyway because of how mentally. I know, right? This is like, it's so, that's what I mean, you know? My kid picked up bad habits from Twitch streamer. I would see that as 100% my fault. Yeah, that's the point, right? Because it's on you. Like this, I think it's so tough. I think it's just tough. Hey, kiddo. I think it's tough because, yes, I agree on that. Parents should be responsible for their kids. And at the same time, Twitch allows kids on this platform. But, like, that's the thing. This is from the moral standpoint, still my job to think about, hey, a kid could watch me because his parent is stupid. And then if the kid is like fucking getting into gambling, just for an example now, right? It was still me doing it. And I could have not. And yes, it was on the parents, but it was still me showing it. Gonzalez, 87, thank you. has come out as being underage in this chat, we've banned them. That is also true, Xavier. I mean, yeah, that's, I think it's a tough thing. I think, you know what, guys, I know it's not on me. That is true. I agree. It's not on me. But at the same time, I don't agree. I think it is a little bit on me because I am able to choose what I say and do. Like, so for example, gambling even with, let's talk about gambling even with money. There are people who gamble and they do it on stream and they even get sponsored and all this shit, right? Me as an adult, I think it's funny, but if you actually think about it, it's terrible. Gambling is not a good thing. It's not. And it's just not good. Like with money, it's not good. So yes, you're allowed to do it. And yes, it's not on you, kids watching you, and parents should take care. But it's still on your influence. It's still your influence. Yes, what Arid meant. Exactly. Yeah, same thing with alcohol. I talked about it earlier, kid. You probably missed that. Just me knowing influence people is just my responsibility for my channel. It's not. I think it's more like what Backburner said. It's just more being sensitive about trying not to have a bad influence. Yes, it's not my fault if they fuck up. I think, yes, I think so too. It's just more being me thinking about that I could avoid things, you know, rather. But here's the thing. Am I doing something terrible? No. I think that the channel thing we do and everything, like if I would do with money, if I would talk nice about alcohol and smoking, I think that is very bad. Yeah, you shouldn't promote horrible shit. Exactly. But what I do in an extent is fine. And I think overall what I say is okay and fine. Guys, now I think it's something everyone needs to figure out for himself. If I'm not okay with talking nice about something like, let's say, gambling, then that's on me. If you think it's fine, that's on you, right? I saw some of you questioning your influence on others. Ultimately, if you don't do something at all not to influence, kids are probably gonna do it anyway. How many underage kids never had alcohol these days? It's probably best to normalize the proper way to do these things like gambling without ever using money. No. I don't think it's the right way to say they do it anyway. I think you can say it's like, for example, even if they're just 16-year-olds, okay? And let's say I'm not a smoker, but let's say I would smoke. Or let's say not 16, let's say like 14 or something, okay? And I see then, I decide if I now smoke in front of these kids or not. Yes, I could say it's on the parents, but it's on me deciding, do I do this now in front of these kids and show it's fine? And that's my personal responsibility. That is on my own moral standards and my own decision. And if you think it's fine, that's on you. And I'm not, and you can argue about, like, if you say no, it's fine, and I'm saying it's wrong, I can say no, that's not you think like it's not my opinion, right? But I think it's still my decision then to do it or not. And I can literally say, no, I'm not doing it now. I can do it 10 minutes later if they don't watch me and still have my thing. Focus on knowing you could have an influence, and so you feel pressure to be good influence. And I think that's a great thing. Yeah, I think kind of. Not really pressured, more like just I want to. I think it's I mean, I work with kids, by the way, but these kids are between 1 and 3 or 1 and 6 years old, okay? And everything I do, they copy, basically. So I'm not running around and say shit if something bad happens to me. I even take care of this because they hear it and then say it. I am a role model, and I don't want to be a role model for Twitch chat, but still, you know, conscious of a good thing though. People are gonna do what they do, but everyone does have an impact on the world around them. Being aware of it is good. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah. All different than where we started. The context of Twitch chat, where it's supposed to be measure environment, is not the same. If a kid make club, yeah. See, this. Yeah. Exactly. So this is true what CB says. So it's different because we are in a Twitch chat, right? And I even made my Twitch chat for +18, correct? And this is where my problem comes, because a kid literally can watch this, even if I set it up as 18. And I cannot just do this and say, oh, I can't see, I don't know, I can see them. I cannot do that because it can happen. You know what where the thing happens in my head? I think what you guys said is correct. It's not my fault if I like fucking spinning that thing and a kid is watching me and then starts to gamble. Nah, with money. It's not my fault. Fuck these kids. That's out of context. But I still think it's good to think about, is it the right thing at least? Right? Yeah, so now the question is, should be Twitch... So this is the next thing. Can be Twitch more strict about it? No. Like, they cannot... I don't think they can say, like... I mean, I think they could, like, for example, yeah, you have to send an ID to have a Twitch account, right? The problem is there's always a what if, but why not try to have more sensitive standard to include as much cases as possible? Yeah, Backburner, dude, I like that. What just Backburner said is just, I like that. For Twitch to be more strict, it would need to have more ways to verify identities, but I don't want to send a picture of the ID to Twitch who had security issues like leaking payment history in the past. Don't get me wrong. I fully believe Twitch would need to be better bouncer. Yeah, no, you know what? You're totally right, man. There would be like no one would use the, especially after the leak, no one would use the platform anymore, right? That's why they're not doing it. But but here's my question: why would they need to hold your ID? They get the picture verified and then delete it. How much we trust Twitch to delete is another question. Mandatory. Yeah, them deleting it's a problem, right? Cloud. That's true. They don't need it, but yeah, that's a problem. Why not? You can see if they're not saving it, right? Before we continue now before ending this, thank you for the convo, guys. That was very nice. I appreciate everyone who was nice. I think we let people speak. We were not. I think everyone in chat was actually able to say what he thinks without anyone else being a dick. I really appreciate that. That was very nice of all of you. You can all like do this here and later, like, it was very nice. I actually appreciate it.